who moves on, who gets some of that prize money, that sweet, sweet prize money, and who falls out of the tournaments. Also, holy guacamole, I didn't think I'd ever see him tune in. I'm not sure whether it's the guy, the gal, or the combo of the two, but I want to give a quick shout out to a couple streams in chat. Ooh, okay, we gotta talk about that cancel, but guys, they make some of the sweetest music on Twitch. I like just listen to their VODs all the fucking time. So I super recommend checking out their channel. That being said, in the top left side, we've got the Blue Zerg. Bly, playing for Team Expert and going for a 12E, a 12-2.
Did you even say the name of the channel?
It's a couple streams. No, I'm not saying a couple streams, like a couple people. Their channel is a couple streams.
I know that. I didn't hear you say it. I thought I was going crazy. Apparently I was. Who knew? I know what the channel name is.
Yo, don't tag Wardy with hearts. This guy doesn't deserve them. He didn't earn them.
What? I'm a loyal sub. I've never got like a 1-year sub there.
In the bottom right.
You're still in my intro. I'm done. I'm walking out.
It's the Red Zerg, Namshar.
I mean, I guess that's what I get when I don't pay any attention to what you're saying. So.
Yo, what is going on? Like, literally all my favorite people are here today. We had Beyond host us. In Control host us. Unfortunately, we got Wardy. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Okay, Stacy, I love you, girl. I'm gonna give you the biggest shout in a second, but Bly is pulling his workers. He's pulling the boys. This is gonna be so tough because Namshar went for the hatch first into the pool. Now it's not hatch, gas pool. It could be worse, but not by much. This is disgusting.
So, as Namshar sees this right now, there is a correct way to respond. And I think the best way to respond is to not pull drones to fight, but to just build your own spines on the low ground after he burrows on the high ground. Like, walk past later on. It's kind of funny because I watched Cyril defend this after Bly did it to Namshar, and Cyril made Bly look like an absolute idiot. Like, sort of what you would expect this to look like.
Oh, man.
This isn't good at all for Namshar.
No.
This is real bad.
But like the thing is, this is so dumb to say, guys. Nobody does this. Spinecrawler rushes. Like, I saw Suppy kill Solar in a Zotac Cup during this one time, and that's the last time I really remember this being super popular years ago, right? Nobody does it. So who can blame Namshar for not having the perfect response? Yeah. This is not something you practice against. It's so cheesy, and it's only things Bly would do.
This is actually the correct response though. In the end, he's gone down the ramp. And now he's going to saw Spinecrawl. He's trying to hold the ramp a little bit with the Lings and drones.
My fear is it may have taken too long to do this, though, because even if he does finally get that up, Bly's got spines that can start walking soon. Namshar's also not mining while this goes on, so like literally no mining. Bly actually doesn't have to worry about this because his 2 drones mining, 3 drones mining are better than Namshar's no drones mining.
Well, we're going to see the Queen, Lings, drones all coming down. The big important part is to stop that spine from burrowing on the low ground, and Namshar is doing it. Bly's pushed back up the ramp, and if he can't get down here, he is in
Lings. Oh, he's going to try and go back up with the drones, but he can't do it.
Namshar's done it. What a defense.
Yeah, now that he goes back to mining, despite losing so much for so much time, you're right, like just keeping that Spinecrawler from getting on that creep, from getting a chance to burrow. I mean, even if you do, it takes 10 years as we see, but Bly can't move any of these 3 down. They'll be killed if they're even given the opportunity to burrow before they get to burrow. This is a very risky move from Bly that was so close to paying off. So very close to paying off.
Well, now Bly's in trouble, right? Because Namshar's already 13 workers against 5. All Namshar has to do is keep rallying Lings across the map. And in the end, he's going to win out because he just has so much more economy. And of course, he's got...
We've been casting so many free-for-all brawls that end with dumb things like players last standing with like a spine and spore crawler, like unburrowed walking on the map. That's kind of what we almost see here. Bly might just lose out on the other side of the field, but he does burrow the 3 spines. 1 will die, but 2 should still get kills? Question mark?
Yeah, I guess. Namshar's a bit slow to jump on this, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be GG.
What a game to kick off map number 1 in this final best of 3. Bly going for a 12 pool, right? That's not crazy. We see players do this all the time, and it's like not committed. There's no gas. It leads to like a macro game. Nobody pulls workers though. Kudos to Namshar for defending that, but shoutouts to Bly for having the hooksta to go for it in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's just so Bly, isn't it? So Bly. Well, Now Bly's 1-0 down, and his future in this tournament comes down to the next game. Can he survive?
Well,
what do you think, Richard? Do we see a game 3 yet again?
I think no, but I'll expand on this in a second, because as we get in the game, I want to give a big shout out to, first off, Diet Soda gifting a sub to a couple streams. Again, lyrically talented, musically good. Just check out their channel, guys. You really won't regret it. And then Stacy, the Stacy Roy. I can smell what the Stacy Roy is cooking. She says, I love you, Rifkin, with a heart, 7 months. Unfortunately, Stacy got knocked out of Stream On recently, which broke my heart. But you know what? She's a better streamer than half the people who are still standing. So fuck them, Stacy. You don't need them. You're better than them, kid. And the S-Car Goes the other night looked really gross, but I hope you enjoyed them, I guess. But if you guys don't know Stacy, she does like cooking, a variety, a lot of different things. She's a very energetic person, and I've been on her stream a couple of times making a fool of myself almost every time. I'm sure somebody has some terrible clips they can link, because I have had to relive those moments over and over. But okay, Acid Plant game 2. I'm ready to go when the players are. Wardy,
I'm not. Oh, I'm gonna start the game anyway.
Okay, well here we go, guys. It's Acid Plant. See you in game. Wait, you guys clipped my how to get a 5th base strategy?
Yeah, that's got a lot of views.
Well, here's the question though. Did it go on Reddit? Did it become super meta? Does this reach the front page in Blizzard's ears? Also, Foonly, thank you very much for the 42-month sub, dude. Subscribe until I get a table at the restaurant at the end of the universe. Nice reference. Diet Soda also says, and I don't know if it's true, but hopefully it is, he'll gift a sub to match every new sub on the channel. We're at 994 subscribers, guys. We're 6 away, so if 3 new people sub and he gifts 3 other people, we'd hit that even smooth 1,000. So consider subbing. That'd be awesome. But either way, we're getting into game 2. It's the grand finals. Top left side. I said he'd walk away with a 2-0. It's Namshar.
And to the bottom right, our Blue Zerg player is Bly. No 12 pool, no drone pull, as we get set on up and ready to go.
Okay, so let's explore why I say this, right? This isn't because I hate Bly. I love Bly. Bly's the player I root for because he does stuff like what we just witnessed. He's entertaining, goddammit. He's Russell Crowe from Gladiator, and I love watching him play. However, there's the combination of the fact that he did that move partially because he needed to, because Namshar's ZvZ is actually really good. This guy was actually even competing with Koreans when some of the other Europeans weren't. I'm not going to pretend like he's got the best ZvZ I've ever seen, and I'm sure Namshar has his faults, but Bly is definitely the undercard, I feel. Not by much, but I still think he's the undercard when it comes to the matchup. So Namshar getting away with a game 1 puts him in such a good position for this best of 3. 2-0, 1 and done, and then you're in the next stage of the tournament, and Bly goes home.
What do you do as Bly? What do you do? I mean, now the drone pull hasn't worked. Does he even have other strategies? Of course he does. I wonder if Bly cracks out the mutas a little bit later on in this one, because we saw him in the ZVP, but Bly in general has been a bit of a muta lover in recent times.
Oh, there we go. I was waiting for it. The Banling Bus clip in chat. That's from when I was on Stacy's stream and I made the mistake of being on Stacy's stream.
That was a great clip. I
No
have that one favorite. I have that one bookmarked.
I hate you. No clip is as bad as the at-home dad gamer one. I'll never live that one down, but like...
The what one?
Oh, no, don't worry about it. Nothing. What, Wardy, there's an attack on this third base. What do you think about this? Let's not think about anything else.
We're going to talk about the game? I've never heard of that strategy of casting before.
This actually goes pretty well for Namshar. He took a really good Zergling fight. Bly tried to split evenly, and 2 Zerglings should have been able to whittle at the hatchery, but realistically, all of his Zerglings should have just been focused on the Zerglings, and he probably would have won this fight.
Yeah, this was really good by Namshar. Although Namshar, by the way, is down heavily in workers already. I guess just because he made a bunch of lings so far. I don't even know. Why is he 10 workers down? Oh. I guess because he saw the third hatchery in his opponent didn't. Is the obvious answer. Sometimes it just takes me a moment to really think.
Can we get a mod timeout there on Wazimu 101? Can we get that out of? Gosh, that looks like a malicious link that nobody should click. If we could get rid of that, mods, please clean that up. Thank you.
I've got it open. I'm gonna watch it in the break.
The Evo chamber walls from Bly are less than conventional. Normally you put them up here, but with the creep not being where it was, he couldn't. However, kind of making...
This one works.
Yeah, it'll block it out. It'll still get the job done.
Look at this fake out from Bly. Throws down a melee upgrade, and I think that means he's probably going to throw down a Spire in the near future, because he cancelled missiles to do this. So this isn't just a I started the wrong upgrade thing. This is an on purpose, I decided to go melee, and now that's obviously going to have some repercussions in terms of how he follows up playing. And as he hits 200 gas, I think Aspire has to be how this goes, right, for Mutalisk, because why else would you play the melee upgrade? What else really makes sense at this stage of the game? Like a super early melee upgrade, okay, but what at 4.5 minutes? I think it has to be Aspire, Rifkin.
I do almost wish this would go down the route of melee, though, because I love watching melee lings take on roaches for that mid game. But good call, Wardy. Timing works out perfect, and that Spire's on deck. Now, there is a drawback to this, though. Timing for that Spire is key. Bly hardly buys any time with the lings on the map, and now he's going to have to fend off this pretty aggressive attack with none of his own banelings, only queens that don't really have a lot of transfuse energy, and a shaky wall. This is... The downside to this wall is that you can't build back behind it. When it's up here and the Evo chambers start going down, you throw down 3 or 4 more Evo chambers. Easy peasy, you're actually holding on to this. Bly is already on the last layer of his wall just by by being here. However, ooh, I like that. The third base was kind of a distraction in a weird way. The Ling run by also draws Namshar back home, so he's not applying that pressure. The Spire will complete.
Spire is obviously the key part of this here for Bly. You know, if he gets the meters up and he can do enough with them, this will be fantastic for him. I'm intrigued that he's building the roach speed, because it feels like every little bit of gas he can get will be a big benefit, as Namshar will just not quite get that roach. I don't think he kills the Ravager if morphing in time, right? Ravager. Oh my god, he gets it.
Actually, it's probably better that that guy killed, canceled instead of actually killed.
Yeah. Well, Namshar is applying so much pressure, man. He's just sat at the front. He's seeing nothing really, like not even that many roaches. Like, I feel like it has to kind of kick in. There's the cancel on the roach speed, by the way. And that's so smart because it makes it look like roach speed is completing. To sell the idea that this isn't Mutalisk, to sell the idea that he's investing into roaches. So...
I mean, the thing is, Bly is putting so much effort into it. It really shows the thought process behind it. Like, a lot of people write Bly off because of his strategy, but he is kind of like a mad genius, and he knows exactly what he's doing.
Banned me.
Oh, did I? I must have exclamation mark B and you. Whoops, I'll have to fix that afterwards.
Oh my god. You know what? Exclamation mark B should be the new ban name. When someone gets banned, we all type exclamation mark B. Perfect.
We used to have a banhammer mode. I should probably bring that back at some point if we ever unlock the slots. But okay, Queen going down over here. The +1 melee helping chew through a lot of this. But ooh, Bailey's with that quick cleanup. And Bly getting really ambitious with a double expand. I mean, the meters are okay, but there's no way. Oh, it's a kill, not a cancel. There's no way he gets away with mistakes like this.
Yeah, this is a little bit painful here as Namshar's running around those meters. He's kept these meters so busy they haven't even had a chance to really do anything too useful yet. Obviously, I don't think he'll be able to cancel this base, but the meters chasing the Zerglings for what seems like an eternity, and Namshar, 11 Hydras on the way. By the time the meters get across the map, Namshar will have defenses up, and Namshar is just putting himself into such a good position here. In game 2, remember, if he wins this, he goes through to the quarterfinals, the playoffs, whereas Bly will be eliminated.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, there's another group to chew through as well, so it's not like smooth sailings just yet, just by getting out of the group, but it does let you advance in the tournament and get closer to that flight to come out to Canada.
Sorry, again, I forgot it was a group, not a playoff.
It's okay, that's why I was segueing it, dude. It's all good.
Same.
See, I said you were wrong without saying you were wrong, but then you said you were wrong, so...
No, you know, sometimes I should be called out for it. Otherwise, I'll never learn.
There you go. Good job, Morty. I am going to take this time, though, to quickly remind everybody that the BTSL offline finals, what all of this is amounting to play for, will be taking place Richmond, British Columbia, Canada, the weekend of May 18th and May 19th. That's a Friday and a Saturday. May 18th will be an open bracket for anybody to compete in, but the players coming in from the online play are going to be seated directly in, and they don't have to do anything until day 2.
Hydras, Roaches, Banes moving forwards with the news are close here. The Banes getting cancelled. I was just going to say, I love that it's a Friday and a Saturday because it means that the event doesn't end on a Sunday when you can't properly go out and party. It's a great idea.
Yeah, there's a karaoke bar literally 10 feet across the street from the venue.
Oh my god.
And the other thing, too, is we have to rent the venue out for its full duration. We can't just rent it out for a few hours type thing. So we have the whole evening of a LAN center to ourselves. We're going to turn that to like VIP gaming at night is the plan.
Oh. I'm excited.
Whole LAN arena to ourselves. Boy!
The BaseTradeTV LAN arena for the weekend.
You know I'm just going to be playing PUBG and shit. Like, I'm not gonna we got a weekend of StarCraft. We'll finish it off with some IRL yelling at Wardy.
Why? What do I do every time to get so much hate? I don't even know.
It's okay. You and I are not too different. I get the same problems. 7-8 drones go down. These roach attacks at Namshar look pretty good. I gotta give it. Bly made a cool wave of a move with these mutas, but unfortunately has really started to fall off with it. His plan to follow it up is great. I love the fast hive. It led to ultralisks, and ultras against hydras and roaches are not bad, but unfortunately that army is still so far from happening. Banlings will buy him some time in the meanwhile. A couple of Banlings get connections and this army dies, but all it takes is a good fungal to shut these Banlings down.
There's no way. There's absolutely no way. This is nice, the mutas hitting the overlords, but, you know, Bly has to survive at home as well. The fungal growths are just waiting to be thrown out as Bly just runs and runs, maybe buying time for ultras, but I'm not sure even ultras are going to see.
The mutas are coming for the backside.
Oh, good dodge.
And these mutas are going to die. Okay. They steer away, but Bly's Banlings go off on roaches. They get popped by the fungals. I mean, the ultras, when they spawn, might not even be out in time anymore.
That's a clutch fungal growth there as the Banes actually got kind of close. But at the end of the day now, the drones are dying, this natural is falling. I mean, even if the ultras pop, they're just going to get kited. There's just too much here, and it looks as though Namshar is going to do it in 2 games. Namshar goes through to the round of 8 groups. Big claps for Namshar.